So you've got the first card as being a surprise, and maybe this person who's a dark-haired man is going to be the person that gives you that surprise. So it's something that is, maybe you find out some news about this person, and you find out that maybe the surprise is about hidden enemies. So there's somebody around you that is causing a bit of problems over there, somebody that is not acting in your best interests. Maybe you have a love interest in this person, with this dark-haired person, and you're surprised that somebody around you doesn't want you to actually have anything to do with this person and is causing a bit of problems. So there's some sort of surprise, some sort of news, some information that comes in for you. But beware that there are hidden enemies. People are doing things behind the scenes, that is contrary to what is good for you. And just watch out. Make sure that you are watching your back. Be careful who you divulge secrets to. So you've got a country house over here and some money. So this could be that you're investing in buying. Maybe you received some money recently and you have invested in a property in the country. So this could well be the case, that you have decided to purchase something or invest in property in the countryside. So going to the future, you've got anger and absence. So it looks like whatever information that you find out in the surprise, whatever information comes to you, makes you very, very upset. So it angers you. Maybe you find out some information about this man that you're dealing with, and it's made you very, very angry here. And maybe there's a little bit of a separation going on over here, because you've got the absence card over here. So it's almost a card of longing or feeling very lonely. So it looks like, try and control your temper, basically. Try not to let things get upset, because it can end up causing a breakup, and it can cause you to feel extremely lonely or isolated. So just make sure that you are aware that some sort of news is coming in for you, and so try to control your temper so that it doesn't get out of hand, and then you end up losing that relationship, and then you end up feeling lonely. So just try and keep things very balanced. Okay, so the main energies of this read is the wheel. So things are changing. There's a big change coming. There's a new sunrise, but there's also the moon on the top over here. So things are turning, a big change coming in for you. We'll see whether it's favorable or not, but definitely a big change coming. So an end of an old cycle and the beginning of something new. For you. So whatever has been happening maybe in the last 10 years is now coming to an end, and you are now going to be moving into a new phase. So we've got the 8 and the 9 of Cups over here. So you might have been involved in a really good relationship. You've got the 8 of Cups crossed by the 9 of Cups over here. So you were, it looks like this relationship was something that was very loving. It was everything that you wanted it to be. But it seems like when you and that person started maybe living together or residing together, things were not working out the way you expected it to. It seems like what you thought that relationship was going to be like was not what it turned out to be. And now it seems like one of you or either of you want to leave the relationship. You are not really happy. You want to move on to something else. The 8 of Cups is actually leaving behind a situation that is not to your liking and trying to move away. So although this person they're probably still with you, maybe they're thinking that, this is not what they signed up for, and maybe they want to really move away from it. So what started off being something really loving seems to be, where both of you are a bit unhappy. When the responsibilities have come in, both of you are not really handling them too well, and it seems like this is not what you all envisioned things to be like. So in the last year, you've got the Queen of Coins. So you've been working pretty hard at your job. You've been somebody who's very, very financially independent, and you've been accumulating money. Maybe you've been in a kind of position where you've been in charge, a kind of management position, but earning pretty well and being very, very financially comfortable. The Queen of Coins is generally the card of money in the tarot. And it talks about, being financially stable, being very practical, managing to accumulate money and managing to handle finances pretty well. You've got in the last 3 months the Ace of Cups. So this was a new relationship that you've entered into, and it has been very, very emotionally fulfilling, very peaceful, very happy about it. But it seems like maybe what started off as being extremely happy and loving is now turning into something where both of you are it's almost as though the honeymoon period is over and you are now having a little bit of doubts, the two of you. What's in your mind is the Tower. So you might have been having a bit of arguments, maybe having a little bit of problems, and that has been playing on your mind recently. Now, going into the future, you've got the Seven of Wands. It seems like, you work well together. The Seven of Wands is almost like a defense card where both of you working together and defending, it's you against the world almost. You have a certain lifestyle that you live, and this is something that, that is very different from everybody else's. So, you'll get together, get on, because you'll have that common goal. You'll have that common almost a common enemy, if you like, the world against you all. So you'll seem to work well together, and you'll seem to be able to defend the same ideology together. So what's happening with you? You've got the Three of Cups over here. So although you might be having, a little bit of doubts over here, it seems like, you are working well together with this Seven of Rods card. And you've got the Three of Cups over here. So what's going on within the relationship is pretty good. You'll have, maybe you'll have had a child together, and, you'll are celebrating with this Three of Cups over here. And, you'll are getting along very well. This is a new phase that you're going through. Maybe there's, this new responsibility that has come in as, as new parents. You are, going through that in-between phase where you're getting adjusted. But all in all, it seems like what's happening with you is pretty positive. You are celebrating this new person in your life, or you're having some sort of celebration in your life, or this new phase of emotional phase that you're going through, and you're enjoying each other's company. So this is a new beginning for you, and people see that. So this looks like there was maybe a birth in the family. So maybe you are a couple that has had a child, and you are starting a new phase in your life. You're taking a leap of faith, and you are starting to do new things together. So what you want is, peace, happiness, and you want that love and support. This is with the Page of Cups. That is what you're looking for. You want that kind of love and support and devotion from this person that you're going out with. So going to the future, you've got the Star, the Seven of Swords, and the Priest. So with the Star, it's talking about a lot of hope, inspiration. You're being shown the way, you're being divinely guided, and, a lot of blessings coming to you at this particular moment. So a lot of happiness around you coming to you. With the Seven of Swords, it's talking about trying not to have illusions about things. So be very practical in how you think about things. So don't set high standards of things that you cannot achieve. This is this man having a vision of this woman. So, you need to see the person for what they are rather than what you want them to be. You need to appreciate them for the good things that they have about them, rather than expecting them to do things that the way you want them to do. So you need to give people room to breathe. Because that, if you expect somebody to be something that they're not, then that is the thing that opens up the doorway for arguments and fighting and bickering, because you have an ideal, they're not fulfilling that ideal, and therefore you start getting frustrated. So you need to actually see them for what they are and appreciate them for all their faults and all their good points. And this is the thing is don't have any illusions. Try to be very realistic about things, and, try not to nitpick or nag really about this particular person, because, they might not be able to fulfill these ideals. Maybe, you should never forget that you fell in love with them because of who they are rather than who you wanted them to become. So you've got the Priest over here. So this is, you may need to actually ask for some guidance, ask for some input. And this is also praying, meditating. You might need some kind of support as well, with people who are going through similar situations. If you are a new parent and you're trying to raise the child, it might be good to actually ask for advice. So this is a card of asking for advice and receiving advice from people that you trust, or even institutions, or some support structure in the form of advice. So the priest talking about receiving information or receiving kind of support or counseling, really, to deal with any new situations that you have encountered. But all in all, you work well together. You've got the 7 of rods over here. So you all are tackling things together. You are not apart. You are not, one is not better than the other. It seems like you'll get along pretty well together. So new beginnings coming in for you. It looks like, this is just a little bump in the road over here. Nothing to be too upset about, because with this 3 of Cups, it looks like the relationship is pretty good, and try not to have unrealistic expectations of the relationship. It is something that you should accept for what it was, and know that you'll both grow together. And that whatever this new experience is, because you have a Fool card of here, so it is a new experience for both of you. This is a learning curve, and there's always bound to be some sort of disagreements, but it's nothing. If you both discuss it, then it doesn't have to escalate into something awful. So you've got the 2 of Ariel over here, and it is important to have to be balanced, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So maybe you are juggling a bit with the money. Maybe this new addition to your family or has caused a little bit of financial lack. So you're needing to actually balance, your money. Maybe you're also, overworking if you have a new addition to the family and you're going to work. So, you're trying to balance work and your family life. So that may in itself be causing a little bit of stress. So try and find some balance, and spend some quality time together. You've got the Chariot card over here: determination, self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. Now, the Chariot card could also be talking about moving home. So you could be possibly trying to buy a new home. Maybe the place that you're living in is not big enough for the 2 of you, and this is causing this. Maybe you need to get a second job, and maybe this is causing an issue with finances here with this 2 of Ariel, and a need to juggle your lifestyle. So this looks like, you could be buying a new home, or you could be moving home, but it's also talking about an achievement. So something that you are setting out in your mind to achieve, you will achieve it, and there will be success in it. But for all intents and purposes, the Chariot is the card that is ruled by Cancer. Cancer rules the home, and so this could well be a home move. So you could be moving or buying property or moving to a bigger place. So you've got the Queen of Ariel over here, which says nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So there's somebody around you that is an older person. You've got mature, practical, generous, happy. So there's somebody around you, maybe a maternal figure, or somebody around you that is there to give you some advice on how to deal with the situation, and telling you to be more practical if this is the case, that you need some advice in handling whatever situation you have, this new situation that you're encountered. So there's a big change in your life. That old phase has now come to an end, and you are now starting off with a new phase. It might well be that there's an addition to the family in the form of a child, and this has caused a little bit of upset over there, a little bit of teething problems on your part. But all in all, it looks like it's a very, very good relationship, a very healthy relationship, and both of you will grow together. Just don't have any unrealistic expectations. And if there's somebody there that can actually give you advice, then this is the person that you should be trusting for that advice. It looks like there might be a home move as well. So you might be relocating, buying a new home. This could also be buying a new car, but something where it puts a little bit of pressure on your finances or your job. Where you have to get another job or get a second job to make ends meet. So that could in itself can cause a little bit of problems. You might need a little bit of counseling or a little bit of assistance to get you through the situation. And also prayer and meditation is a good way to actually get through